Hello everyone. Hope you're all doing good. So today we are here for grade 5 maths. The chapter today we discuss that is decimals and here are the list of the lessons. So the first lesson today we cover that is decimal number lines. Put decimal numbers in orders. Convert fractions to the decimals and convert decimals to the fraction. Hello. Sorry, I was just checking my mic and everything, okay? So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. You have to log in by using the email and passwords that are provided by the administrator. So select maths from the subject tab. So here are the list of the grades. So we are on the grade 5. So scroll down to grade 5, view all chapters. Um, there are the list of the lessons and we are on the lesson decimal. So open that. Let's continue. And then, so here are the list of the lesson. So we are on the lesson decimal number line. Let me just check. Yeah, decimal number lines. So let's start this one. So find the value of s and write your answer as a decimal number. So look at here. First of all, I'm going to tell you what is the number line, okay? And how can we write a number line as form of the decimal? Let's suppose this is our number line. I'm going to write it like this way, okay? And here the number line is given that is from 0. This is from 0 and here it's 1. So what does it mean? It means that inside of that and here is zero point 0.5. So it means that this is 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, then 0 0.4, 0 0.5, 0 0.6, 0 0.7, 0 0.8, and that is 0 0.9. Okay, and this is basically 1. Now let's suppose if they are saying that you are going to finding it out the answer of this, and I'm supposing that write down the answer of this point, because these values are not given in all of it, they just gave us the line, okay? In most of the cases they just gave us this number line like this way. So they just suppose put it 1, and now here are the dotted line. Here are some dotted line inside of it and they are saying that find this point. So we are going to finding it out this point over the number line. Sometime they just gave us find this point, then we are going to find this point over the number line. Sometime they just saying find this point over the number line. So we are saying that this is zero point 0.1. So if this is 0.2, then we are saying that this is 3, 4, 5, and that is 0.6. This is 7, 8, and this is 0.9. So in this way we are going to finding it out by using, we are going to finding it out like this way, okay? Let's suppose I'm going to write it here. They are saying that the number line goes from 0 to 1 with 10 equal intervals, because here the number line is divided into 10 equal intervals. Like look at here, this is the meaning of interval. All these points are same from this point, this point, this, and all these from 0 to 1, these are all the same points. So each interval represents 0.1. Then count the interval from 0 to s. There are 5 intervals. So that is 0.5, that is greater than 0. So we are just going to put it that each interval is equals to 0.1. I already explained it here. Okay. Now let's suppose if I'm going to draw it here, the number line. Let's do the number line of this color because that is a bright color. So we are going to put it like this way. So this is 0, that is the middle, and this is your 1. And now we are going to convert this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 10. These are all the points which are equal in interval, okay? And let's suppose this is your zero point 0.5, and if they are saying that you are going to finding it out this point, so how can we finding it out this point? This point can be find by using like this way. This is 0, then here it's zero point 0.1. Okay, we are going to put then zero point 0.2. This point is zero point 0.3, this point is zero point 0.4, this point is zero point 0.5, this point is zero point 0.6, this point is zero point 0.7, this point is zero point 0.8, this point is zero point 0.9, and that is your 1. If they are saying they're finding it out this point, so this is zero point 0.7, and you say that this is, let's suppose, x. So your x is zero point 0.7, because they are not giving you like full this number line interval. They're just giving you the number line, and these dotted points are not given. They just mentioned the intervals here, like the small dots here. Okay, and they gave us also the point like finding it out this point, finding it out this point, and all that. And let's suppose if they are saying that you are going to finding it out this point, so we can say that this is zero point 0.1. If they are saying that let's suppose finding this point, so we can say that this is zero point 0.9. So that is easy for us to understand. Okay, hope you guys understand this lesson. Now let's suppose if I'm going to write it here, now you guys tell me, here is find the value of w and write your answer as a decimal number. So the number line goes from 0 to 1 with 10 equal intervals. Okay, so at which point the w lie on the number line? Let's suppose, let's draw the number line, then we're finding it out. Okay, here is your number line, and that is from 0, and this is your 1. And now here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And your w lies at this point. At this point they are saying that finding it out this point. Now you guys tell me, I'm not able to write anything over that number line. You just guys count the interval and then tell me the answer in the chat. Everyone hurry up, just count it out and then tell me the answer in the chat. Just count and then tell me the answer in the chat, please. So the answer of this point would be, just count it out and then everyone, can you hear my voice? Just tell me the answer of this point, because we are going to finding it out this point. So let's suppose here are some interval. This is your 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 0 0.4, 0 0.5, 0 0.6, 0 0.7, and now here the point lie is 0 0.8, and this point is 0 0.9, and that is 1. So here your point is 0 0.8, so we can say that our w is 0 0.8. But in most of the cases they are not given, and like this way you are counted and then you just write it down. Okay, so this is the proper way to finding it out. Now let's do some test questions, and now you guys tell me the answers of these test questions one by one. So find the value of t. Write your answer as a decimal number. This is 0 to 1, and now the t is given at this point. Is this lie on 0 0.2 or 0 0.3? Count it, everyone, and then tell me this time. So find the value. So everyone just count it and then tell me the answer of this one. Is this lie over the, this is 0 0.1, because that is 0. This is 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, because 0 0.4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that is 1. So where the t lies over the 0 0.3. So we put it down at 0 0.3. Let's go with it, and then that is the right answer. Okay, now find the value of m and write your answer as a decimal number. So here we're gonna finding it out. Let's count it. 0, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 0 0.4, 0 0.5, because your m lies on 0 0.5. Then 0 0.6, 0 0.7, 0 0.8, 0 0.9, and that is your 1. So it is lies on 0 0.5. So here we can go with the 0 0.5, and let's go with it. Hope you guys understand this lesson. So solve the rest of the test questions regarding this lesson by yourself. Okay. Now let's start the next lesson of the day. So our next lesson is decimal number 9 is done. Put decimal numbers in orders. So let's go with it. Now here they are saying that put these number in order from greatest to least. First of all, we can say that the ones place digit and tenth place digit. Let's suppose if I'm going to draw the chart here. Let's suppose this is the chart of the values. Let's suppose here is your chart of values ones place, and that is tenth place. This is ones, and now it's tenths. This one, because now here this is the point forms. Okay, so these are all the point forms. Let's suppose I'm going to write it here something like that. They are writing it here some digits. So these are some points over there. There are some points. Okay, because this is ones place digit and that is tenth. Because on that side, when you are going to move from the right side, so these are basically the ones, tens, 100. Okay, but when you are going to move from the left side, so that is start from the tenth, then hundredth. So here is, if this is point like 1.2, let's suppose 3.4, let's suppose 0 0.6, 0 0.5. After point you are going to check it out like this way. This is the 10th place digit, that is the ones place digit. Okay, like let's suppose 0.2. So this is your ones place and that is your 10th place, because this is after the point. But if you're going to write it down like this way, 2 1.2, so this is your ones, that is your tens, but after the point here it is tenths. Okay, this is tens and that is tenths. So this is the way that we do it. First always we check the ones place digit and then we check the tens place digit. Okay, in that one they are saying that compare the number by following these steps. Compare the whole number parts, so the left of the decimal points. So first we can see the sorry about that. So first we can see the whole number parts, so the left of the decimal point. If the whole number parts are equal, okay, whole number parts are equal. Let's suppose if this is 0 0.5 and here is 0 0.7. So what we do, firstly, first of all we can check the left digits. If both the left digits are equal, okay, first we can see the left side digit. If one of the left side digit is greater, one of the smaller, then we can say that this one is greater. Let's suppose here is 1.7, here is 0.2. So tell me, 1 is greater or 0 is greater? Because first of all we check these digits. Okay, so 1 is greater, so it means that 1.7 is greater as compared to the 0.2. But when these both are same, let's suppose like 0 0, maybe sometime in cases like this way, 1 1. Okay, 1 1 like this way, 0 0 like this way. So what is the process we can do? If these are different, so we can check which one is greater, so that would be the greater number. But if that one same, so we go and check the number which is the right side of the decimal, that is these numbers, and then we can see which number is greater, which number is left smaller. If one number is greater, so we can say that that full digit is greater. Okay, if that number is smaller, so we can say that this number is smaller. Let's suppose here is 0. 0.5, 0. 0.7. Now when we see the right side digit, these both are same, but when we check the other side digits, so we can see the ones place digit, these both are same, 0 and 0, but when we can see these two digits, so which one is greater, 5 is greater or 7 is greater? Everyone tell me in the chat please. 5 is greater or 7 is greater? So as we can see that 7 is greater, so we can see that 0. 0.7 is greater as compared to 0. 0.5. Here I'm just using the sign. Okay, so there are some different numbers, so let's do it. For example, here if I'm going to write 0. 0.5, 0. 0.9, 1.2, 8.6, 5.3, let's suppose here are these all digits. Okay, so now you guys tell me which one is smaller. Let's write it from greater to smaller number. So how can we write it down? First of all, we can see all their ones place digits, 0, 0, 1. These are same, so we are not checking. Then 1, then 8, then 5. So in that ones place digit, what is the greater number here? So 8 is greater, so it means that 8.6 is your greater number. So we are putting the 8.6 firstly. Then 8.6 is done, so we are going to move. Then after that, we again checking it out, the ones place digit 0, 0, 1 and 5. Now this 5 is greater, so we can say that after that it's 5.3. We can write it like this way. Now only the three digits are left. So this is 0, 0 and 1. Now 1 is greater, so we are going to put 1.2. This is also done. Now we can see the last two digit, which is 0. 0.5 and 0. 0.9. So these both are 0. So these both are same. So if we already discussed that if these two are same, so which digit we check after the point? We can see these two. This is 5, this is 9. So which one is greater in both of it? 5 is greater or 9 is greater? 9 is greater. So we can say that after that it's 0. 0.9 and then it's 0. 0.5. So these are all the digits we are going to write from greater to smaller. Now tell me everyone, is it easy? Let's do one more question. Okay, let's suppose I'm going to write it here, so now let's write it, which one is greater or which one is less. Let's suppose it, I'm going to write it here, greater to smallest. Greatest to least. Okay, so now everyone tell me, this is 7.9. So if these are all the digits, so first of all we are going to see their ones place digit. So when we check the one place digit, first one is 7, then 5, then 2, then 4, then 2. So 7 is greater, so that first is 7.9. Okay, so 7.9 is done. Now let's do the next, 5.6, 2.3, 4.5, 2.4. What is the next? We are going to check that. So 5 is greater in all of it, so after that it's 5.6. 6. Okay, so this is also done. Now let's see the last three digits: 2.3, 4.5, and 2. This is 2, 4, and 2. So which one is greater? 4. So 4.5 is greater. After that, now these two digits are left. First one is 2.3 and the other one is 2.4. So when we see the 2.3 and 2.4, when we check it out, so there is 2 and here is 2. So these both are same. So we can see that 2 and 2 is same. So we are not checking these 2 and 2. Let's move to check another, because if these are the same one, so we are going to check the digits after the point. So this is 3 and that is 4. So which one is greater in both of it? 4 is greater. So it means that 2.4 is greater, and after that we are going to put 2.3. Alright, hope you guys understand this lesson as well. So solve the rest of the test questions regarding this lesson by yourself. So let's start the next chapter. Next lesson. The first two lesson is done. The lesson we covered, which is decimal number lines, and put decimal number in orders. Now convert the fraction to the decimals. Okay. In most of the cases, we are going to convert the fraction into decimal, and in some cases, we are going to see to convert decimal to fraction. Okay. So when we are going to write 229 divided over 10,000, when we are going to check, these digits, 229 divided over 10,000, so how can we solve it? Look at here, this is the form of the fraction. Okay, this is your fraction part. You are going to convert this fraction into decimal. So how can we convert it? We are going to convert like this. First of all, we count the digit of zeros. Okay, let's count it. So digit of 0 is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there are 4 zeros. Now we count the digit on the top of that number: 1, 2, and 3. So it means that 1 is left. So if any number that is missing here, so in place of that number we put 0. Now 0, 2, 9, and 9. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because here are the 4 zeros. So here we put 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that after that we are going to put the point. Okay. From here we are going to put the point of that. And now let's suppose I'm going to put the point here. So this becomes 0.299, and after this point you are going to put 0, and that is your answer. Let's suppose, now let's do one more question. For example, if I'm going to put it down here, I'm going to put it down here 331 divided over 10, and then I'm going to put it 1000. Now first of all we can see how many zeros are there. You guys tell me. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So how many zeros? There are 4 zeros here. But now when we check the digit up on the top of that, on the numerator, so it means it's 1, 2, and 3. Again it's 3. So for completing their 4 zeros, how can we write it? We are adding 1 zero, and all the other are same. Look, now when we count, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And after this we are going to put the point. That's it. After that we are going to put the point, and if you are going to put the point after that digit, because this digit means nothing, so you are going to put 0. It's all up to you. Okay, let's suppose if I'm going to write it here, for example, 29 times 10, and then I'm going to put it here 3 zeros. Now you guys tell me how many zeros we are going to put it down here. These are 4. 4 zeros, but how many digit on the top? Only 2 digits. So how many points you are going to put? How many points you are going to put? Everyone tell me in the chat please now. There are two only digits, so we are completing the four zeros. So for that reason, we are going to divide um, that digit. So how can we get the answer of that? So we are going to put adding two zeros with it, and then the remaining we are going to put 29 as it is. Now let's count 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 are complete. If any digit that is missing, it sometime there are total 4, so you are going to put zeros time that. If some digit is missing, like if the on the top number digits are less, if there are two digits, if there are three digits, no, we are not putting 0.999. We're going to put 0.9929. Okay, 0029. We are not putting the three zeros. Why, dear? When you count all the digits after the point, it should be 5, so that is not right. We are counting it out here. First of all, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Four zeros are here, so we are putting two zeros on the top and then 29 with that. Okay, now tell me, you understand it or not? Now you understand or not? Okay, now I'm going to write it here. One more question. Now you guys tell me the answer of this. How can we solve it? Okay, let's suppose I'm going to write it 412 divided 10,000. Very well done. Okay, now you guys tell me the answer of this one. Hurry up. Tell me the answer in the chat. I'm waiting now. This time I'm not telling you the answer. You guys tell me, please. Do it, everyone. This is a very easy question. When we are going to check how many zeros in the denominator, you count it out, and then you check how many zeros on the top, how many numbers on the top, sorry. When you see the numbers, then you compare with that, and then check if there anything less, so you add zero with it. But you add the zero before that digit, okay, not in the end of that. You just put the zero before that. Tell me, everyone. I'm not telling you the answer this time. Someone told me the answer. Everyone tell me. Very well done, everyone. You are all doing the right way. Very good. So how can we solve it? For solving this, what we do, we are just placing the numbers. Look at here. There are four zeros. It's one, two, three, and four. Four zeros are here. And what we do for that, we check on the numerator. In the numerator, there are three digits. So for completing that, we just placing one zero with it. So we are putting 0, 4, 1, 2. Now digits are complete because here is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And after that, you are going to put the point. If you want to put 0 here, it's all up to you. Otherwise, you just put it point 0, 4, 1, 2. Very well done, everyone. All right, okay. Hope you guys understand this lesson. Of the questions by yourself regarding this lesson. Now let's start the next one. So what's the last lesson of the day, which is I'm going to check, convert decimal to the fraction. Now we are converting. First we convert fraction to decimals. Now we are going to convert decimals to fraction. Okay. So the decimal numbers are given. So write 0.3 as a fraction in the simplest form and write the decimal as a fraction with 10 as a denominator. How can we solve these kind of questions? Let's suppose if I'm going to write it here, some kind of questions, okay? Different question I'm going to do, then we're going to solve it one by one, okay? So if we have a question like this way, so when we see the first one, this is zero point 0.3, we are going to solve this one. How can we solve it? We are going to check, we are just placing the 1 on the place of their point. We are putting 1. Then in the place of this point, this decimal point, we are going to put 1. In all of it, we are going to put 1. We are going to put 1 here, 1 here. If sometime the digits are basically small, sometime the digits are basically big after decimal point, but we are going to do the same way, we are going to do the same method, okay? So what we do for that, we are going to put the 1 after the decimal point. And now what we do, we are just going to put the zeros, like how many numbers on the top. There is only one number, so we are putting only 1 0. There are two numbers, so we are going to put two zeros. There are three numbers, so we are going to put three zeros. There are four numbers, so we are going to put one, two, three, and four. And after that, we are going to write it like this way: 3 by 10, 12 by 100. We are not placing this point and this zero, we are just going to cancel it out. And 561 over 1000, then 3215 over 10,000. Is it easy? Everyone tell me in the chat, please. Is it easy? Let's do the more. Now let's suppose I'm going to write it here some questions, okay? Now this time you guys tell me the answer. A very easy question, I'm going to write it. So if you have a number like this way, so tell me everyone, how can we solve it? So how can we solve it? On place of the point, we are putting 1. So how many digits after the point? 3 digits. 1, 2, and 3. So now tell me what is the answer. On the top only 901, and on the denominator it's 1000. So this is from decimal to fraction. On the second, you guys tell me the answer. I'm not telling you this time. Now you guys tell me the answer of that. What is the answer of 0.51235? You are just putting the one in the form of the point and then placing 0 in the next. Like in this way, I am just placing 1 and then one, two, three, four, five zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now tell me what is the answer? The answer is 51235 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is your answer. Now tell me what is the answer of this one? This is 1. That is wrong. Why you are only placing 3 zeros, dear? There are 5 digits. Count it. You also put the 4 zeros. Why? How many digits after the point? You check it out the digit and then putting the zeros in term of that. Very good. Someone told me about that. 66 over 100. Very well done. And what is for that? That is 1 by 10. Okay? This should be 1 by 10. And that is the right answer. You guys solve this question again on your notebooks. I'm going to write it down here one question, then you guys tell me the answer. Okay? Solve it, everyone. This one 0.7256601. Tell me the answer of this one. This is a very easy question. I'm going to write it here. You guys solve this question. Solve it and then tell me in the chat. Tell me the answer in the chat. This is in place of point. I'm going to put 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. My answer is same. Check it out with your answer. Okay, now let's discuss some test questions. So 0.37 as a fraction in the simplest form. Let's see. Let me just open the next new whiteboard. So 0.37, 0.37. In place of point, I'm putting 1. How many zeros? 2 zeros. So 37 over 100. So let's see 37 over 100. Write 0.3 as a fraction in the simplest form. It's 0.3. After this point, I'm going to put 1. And how many digits after the point? It's 1 digit. So that is 3 by 10. Is my answer right? Everyone tell me. Is it the right answer? Okay, you guys tell me the answer of this one. Hurry up. Everyone tell me the answer of this one, please. 0.1. So what is the answer? 0.1 as a fraction in the simplest form. When we check like these kind of questions, okay? So what we do for that, look at here. This is a basically after the point. In form of point, I'm going to put 1. And how many digits after the point? Only that 1 0 with it. Okay? Now what is the answer? Tell me in the chat. This is only 1 0 because there is only one digit. So for this reason, this point and this zero should be cancelled, and then 1 by 10 is your answer. Because the answer is limited here, okay? You just check it out the zeros after the point, then you count it that count that numbers. How many numbers after the point that is available in the numerator, and then you just put the point zeros in the denominator in place of that number. So 1 by 10 is your answer for this. And now let's see, this is the right answer. Now 0.73 as a fraction in the simplest form. 0.73. Let's see, in place of this point I'm going to put 1. And how many digits after the point? There are 2 digits, so you put it out 2 zeros here. So now this is 73 over 100. Is it the answer, or let me just write it the answer 73 or 1000? Everyone tell me which one is right. Do it, everyone. Tell me in the chat, please. 73 over 100, we are just checking it out how many numbers that are available. So there are only two numbers, so just placing two zeros. 73 over 100 is the right answer. Hope you guys understand this lesson. So today we discuss the grade 5 maths decimal, and here are the list of the lessons. Decimal number line, put decimal numbers in orders, convert the fraction to the decimal, convert decimals to the fraction. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. You have to log in by using their email and the passwords that are provided by the administrator. So and if you still need any help in any of the live chat button that is available on the A plus website, click on that, and let me just show you the live chat button. You just putting your name and department, and in this way you directly contact with the tutors. Here is the live chat button that is available. Look, this one. When you are going to open this, so this kind of page is open. Maths help, putting your name and then just send. In this way you directly contact with the tutors. So for now, have a great day you all. Bye.